Ladies and gentlemen, November hasn't even hit us yet, and we are getting some exciting news coming down the pipe. If you guys didn't see, the other day we speculated as to why General Kenobi is going to be the login reward for November, and I think we're starting to get a peek on what's going on. And before we do anything, I want to talk about the coolest thing I think that's coming out of this update, and the clone troopers. We talked about them a little bit last time. They now have their helmets in game, brand new art except the clone sergeant. Sorry, buddy. But look at this, all the clone troopers. I love the look of these clone troopers, and look at it. We have a little bit of a different artwork going on now. Now they're holding their helmets in their between their arms when you look at each and every one of them. But my goodness, this is so cool. I'm not sure if this is gonna build any more beyond this. We talked about maybe clone trooper reworks happening. Is this maybe the first steps to getting there? I don't quite know, but regardless, this is really cool. But I think they're gonna probably go a bit more beyond this, because usually they're gonna put all this work into changing art. Maybe there's gonna be some sort of rework, maybe not. If they were gonna do a rework, it probably would have been done at the same time as when they made all these visual changes. And besides this, we have two other big news. And since we're already in the game, let me show you what is going on here. So in our little inbox that we have here, we also see that they're doing all this because it's the 10-year anniversary of when the Clone Wars animated series was released. And on top of the clone troopers getting their cool little helmets, we're also seeing that Anakin Skywalker Starfighter is coming to the game. We're gonna check out the kit in a second. No gameplay today because this is a gift changer video. But on top of Anakin Skywalker and the clone trooper helmets, we're seeing that there's gonna be a limited time Clone Wars takeover in Territory Wars. Now we're gonna take a look at the Territory War bonuses, and guys, I'm getting a little excited here. I know we don't technically have a Grievous Rework yet, but check out the bonuses that are going to be granted for Clone Wars era stuff. Here we go. Bonus abilities. Windu, he's going to get his own special thing. The guy that's one of the cruddiest characters in the game is going to get Battle Attuned Master of the Force. Look at all these bonuses. Holy cow. Mace Windu has plus 100% max health, plus 480% max protection. Are you kidding me? 100% counter chance, is immune to shock, daze, and stun. He's the counter to Emperor Palpatine in the Star Wars universe. As you know, he was able to match Sidious's skill. Additionally, when attacking Sith with his basic attack, Mace deals 1,000 freaking damage. Wow, jeez. And whenever Mace suffers damage, he inflicts expose on all enemies for 2 turns, which can't be evaded. And if Jango Fett has exposed, Mace Windu attacks will instantly defeat him. Damage immunity is not what the heck is this? Can we just get this as the Mace Windu rework, please? My gosh. Oh, this is just crazy. Even the Coruscant Underworld Police is getting like some crazy rework. Long Arm of the Law. Coruscant Underworld Police gains 500% potency, 300% max health, and deals 1,000% more damage with his basic attack when attacking scoundrels. So this will be great going up against those Kira and Bounty Hunter walls. And whenever Coruscant Underworld Police inflicts stun, he gains protection of 50% stacking for 2 turns. Oh, this is just, oh, I'm so excited. This is so much fun. And right here, please, can we smash like? Get this to be the General Grievous rework. General of the Droid freaking Army. General Grievous has plus 300% offense, and at the start of each turn, if Grievous is below 100% health, he dispels all debuffs on him and grants taunt to the other healthiest droid ally until the end of the turn. Come on, there has to be more droids coming. There has to be you're getting me excited here. When a droid ally is defeated for the first time in battle, Grievous dispels all debuffs on himself, resets all ability cooldowns, and gains 3 bonus turns. Come on, guys. If we get 5,000 likes, Capital Games told me they will. And then Count Dooku's also getting some bonuses. Sinister Spark. People are already using Count Dooku with Darth Trace. This is probably going to make Darth Trace teams even annoying unless Mace Windu comes in and crushes it. My goodness. Sinister Spark. Force Lightning ignores protection, deals bonus damage equal to 80% of the target's max health. If they are already shocked, whenever Count Dooku uses his basic attack, he reduces the cooldown of Force Lightning by 1. So he's going to be spamming his Force Lightning ability over and over and over again. My gosh. I haven't been I haven't been this excited for Territory Wars in a long time, and I have a Gear 11, almost Gear 12 Cup because I lost the challenge. I have a Gear 12 Grievous. I have a Gear 12 Count Dooku, so I am going to make the most use possible out of these characters. This is the first time they ever went over the edge and did some crazy bonuses for characters like this. Guys, let me know what you think about this, because this is something crazy, and this would be cool if they did temporary bonuses for other factions at times when it's the right moment for the game. My goodness. Really cool, but we gotta move on and talk about the other stuff that's going on. Man, there's just so much jam-packed in this update. Now let's talk about Anakin Skywalker. He's a character that a lot of people have access to. He's been a character that people had geared up for quite a while because he was pretty decent at one point, and now we're finally getting his ship. Arguably one of the best pilots in the galaxy, probably the best pilot in the galaxy, depending on who you talk to. So there's kind of a lot riding on this, because this is kind of one of those heavily anticipated ships we've been waiting for a while, and I'm hoping more kind of stems out of Anakin Skywalker ship. And I have some speculation that maybe we didn't talk about in the previous video when we talked about General Kenobi. But let's look at the kit right now for this ship. Jedi Knight Anakin, aggressive Jedi attacker that bolsters offense and retaliates when allies are in trouble. It's going to be an attacker ship. It's got the Republic and Jedi tags. And let's look at the basic. Locked on. The final text says deal physical damage to a target enemy and inflict target lock for 2 turns. And this attack can't be evaded. If there's target lock, you grant another random ally Valor for 2 turns. Now, Valor comes from Mace Windu's capital ship. So this is probably to try to help speed up Mace Windu's ultimate ability that he has. Moving on here, we have Impeding Assault, cooldown of 3, and the final text says deal physical damage to all enemies and inflict healing immunity. And this is actually really interesting. Buff immunity on a target enemy for 2 turns. And Anakin Starfighter gains 20% protection, which is constantly stacking for 2 turns for each critical hit. Now his unique ability, Surge All Power. Final text, Jedi and clone allies gain plus 30% offense doubled if they have Valor. So we're starting to make Valor a bit more important, because Mace Windu, people think he's one of the better ones. I think he's the worst, the capital ship that we have right now. So Anakin Skywalker seems to try to amplify the potential of Mace Windu. And then whenever another ally falls below 100% health or is defeated, kind of like what we're going to see with Anakin's normal kit that he has, Anakin Starfighter gains 100% Terminator, and its next attack deals 50% more damage. Additionally, Anakin Starfighter immediately regains Valor for 2 turns whenever it expires. This pretty much screams what his normal kit is like that we have in game. When someone falls below 50% health or is defeated, Anakin kind of gets upset. He comes in and he whacks the enemy, and especially with his AoE ability, he can do some pretty big damage, as we saw even with the addition of Basta. Anakin is kind of a decent Jedi to use there. But in regards to the ships, they're kind of bringing that mentality over. So when you're hurting his allies, he's going to come back and hit you really hard. And lastly, reinforcement ability, aggressive approach. The final text says when you enter battle, you grant all allies accuracy up for 2 turns and all Galactic Republic allies offense up for 2 turns, and you inflict expose on all enemies for 2 turns, which can't be evaded. So the expose is nice. Not quite sure about the accuracy up. I'm not sure if there's maybe more to it. Maybe we're going to talk more about the speculation in a moment. I'm not quite sure how important accuracy up is going to be. It's kind of a weird buff. Yeah, you're going to land more hits, but really landing those hits isn't really a big issue unless you're still having trouble fighting the Imperial TIE Fighter. I don't quite know what the purpose of accuracy up is, but offense is always nice. Get some more damage out there, and then expose is always great to try to knock out those ships a lot faster. Not being able to be evaded is nice, but of course, even though it can be evaded, it might be resisted still. So again, no gameplay to share today. This is all brand new to me. I was on my way home and didn't expect this news to come, and it kind of just came out of nowhere. So it's mostly going to be reviewing the kit, getting initial impressions and whatnot, but I have some speculation that I kind of wanted to add on the previous video. On the previous video, we were focusing more on the characters and maybe rework characters, the addition of new characters. And although I think that's still on the table, the clone trooper helmets really got me excited right now. I want to think about ships now. Anakin Skywalker ship was something I didn't expect. I was assuming we're going to stay in that Clone Wars era content, and we definitely are doing Clone Wars era content, it seems like, for this upcoming month. But maybe they might be adding another capital ship. And with General Kenobi being the log and reward character, maybe there's might be a very good possibility General Kenobi is going to get a capital ship himself, and then maybe it'll make Anakin Ship even better on paper. The Clone faction and the Republic faction, they're a decent faction in ships. I don't think they're the best. I think Bounty Hunters have the best ships, Empire has the best ships, and Rebels as well. Republic has kind of been on the lower side of the spectrum, but maybe with Anakin coming in, we'll make him a lot better, and then we'll see more additions of other Republic and Jedi ships and a Republic and Jedi capital ship aside from Mace Windu, or a Mace Windu capital ship rework, because he's not the most impressive. So it seems like going into November, maybe we're starting to push towards some sort of separatist and clone and Galactic Republic type of stuff going on in the space realm. So that'd be really cool to see. But man, I just gotta come back to this one more time. I am just super stoked about the Clone Trooper helmets. It's actually funny because a while ago on Reddit, someone made a very nice detailed post and they kind of did some graphical artwork, and they were like saying, oh, it'd be cool if the Clone Troopers looked like this, and they showed the Clone Troopers with their helmets, and one of the developers were like, huh, that looks familiar. And this was just maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago, and it's really cool to see that they were teasing it. They were adding the Clone Trooper helmets. It's really great to see that they're responding to community feedback, because I know a lot of people wanted to see the helmets because they look kind of lame when they're in battle without the helmets. But now with the helmets in battle, let's hop into battle real quick. Just look how cool this is. Unfortunately, Clone Sergeant didn't really change much. That's fine. I mean, he's got his helmet at least, but going into battle, just look how neat this looks. Oh, they have new stances and everything. Look how aggressive Commander Cody looks like. Oh my goodness, let's just put this on auto. Nothing changed with the abilities, but you can tell some of the animations changed, as well as the stances changed. So it's really cool. They put a lot of work into this. I'm hoping there's more beyond just this, because I think there's just so much potential the clones could have. And look at Fives. Fives, you can tell he has the most drastic change with his stance. Looks like the clones look a lot more aggressive versus before. It looks like they were just sitting at a pity party. Very, very cool overall. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm hoping that a lot is in store for the Clone Troopers. Again, anything Clone Wars related, whether it's ship stuff, new characters, new reworks, animation changes, I am totally down for. So going into November, I am really excited for Galaxy of Heroes. Let me know down below what you guys think. What are you most excited for with this particular update? And be sure to subscribe, because I think November, we're going to be in for a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya!